We've just ended our war with Portugal, in which we took uh, their territory in Louisiana. And we still have our ships waiting in their sea zones. We'll bring those guys home. And once they get there, I need to remember to send out an explorer to hopefully explore what's left of the Pacific that hasn't been shown to us. Then again, I don't know how much of it we'll be able to see. Regardless, that'll be fine. I'm going to wait until my ships are back before I cancel the fleet basing access who I have through... Was it Aragon? No. Brittany. We were at war with Aragon. Yeah, Brittany. We also have military access in Yucatan, which I don't think I really need to get rid of it. Especially since I can't right now. We still have 2 more cores to make. And that's a lot of attrition. We do have another colonist as well. I can't send him there. Nor there. That doesn't connect. Alright, well, we do have 2 colonies in South America that are right next to each other. So we should be okay if we move one of them up here, one of the armies up here to hold one of these 2. So let's go with Arkansas, I guess. And we also have merchants that we need to move around. I would imagine that once I core the Ivory Coast, I will be able to send a merchant here, and we will be able to send trade to the Caribbean. So anywhere in North America I can put a merchant. Not just North America. Is there... Oh, Peru, we can actually get one, even though it's not going to be that big of an issue. Also, Castile has some land in Peru, or rather they have a colonial nation in Peru now, which means they have treasure fleets that will leave every once in a while. Let's see, 2 gold mines so far. Make that 3 that they control. They will probably end up controlling more of them. So, we will want to probably start privateering in the Caribbean. Probably. What is our naval force limit at? 60 out of 84. We're 3 short on heavies from where I would like to be. Actually, I think I was sitting at 25 total heavies at one point. We are almost at 2 inflation. So we'll reduce that in a few years, probably. That's not right. We are making 44 ducats a month still. Whoa, we gain corruption from too many territories and also from mercantilism. Okay. Alright, so now we've got a merchant in Peru, and we've lost a ship, or several ships possibly. that's gonna be terrible. Maybe. Nope, but they're gonna sink. Or at least some of them are going to sink. Oh, nope. Should be fine then. Now I will go ahead and cancel the fleet basing rights. We also have troops in Puerto Rico that I need to move away from there. So, let's see what we can... What would be the best manufactories to build? Utica, I think, is in New York. So we'll go with that. I don't want to build anything that's not connected to my capital, because I think that's one of the requirements for the institution to spawn in one of those provinces. And I shouldn't be focusing on manufactories yet when I don't even have global trade. Let's go ahead and core that. We'll wait until the end of this month and then bring these guys up to Boston. I think I need to clean up Central America. I'm going to go ahead and cancel the military access from Yucatan. Also, I will want to go to war with Norway eventually, again. I need to remember I can colonize Greenland as well. Or at least 3 provinces of it. So, France will hate me forever. Burgundy is our ally. Castile, Portugal will hate me forever. I don't think I want to go to war with, or ally myself to Aragon yet. I think Brittany is not a bad choice, even though they are allied to Castile. Nope, that is a bad choice, never mind. Denmark might actually be... No, they're allied to Norway. Of course, if I take Norway's land in the Americas, then I could ally them without having to worry about going to war with them in the future. Swedish opinion of the United States. Distance between borders is going to be the thing that kills me for getting an alliance with any of the European powers. Bohemia, possibly? Nope, they're allied with Castile as well. Russia? Again, distance between borders is way too high. Alright, so we'll wait until the end of this month, bring our ships home, and contemplate who we're going to declare our next war on. Improvements in production tech, that's good-ish. I now need to lower my inflation. Alright, so we lost a few transports is what it looks like. When do we get our next level of ships? 64, so a few techs. We are behind on Diplotech, significantly behind actually. But we have finished off trade ideas. So that's alright. All of my ships are pretty much severely damaged. I'm not going to worry about this too much. I'm just going to have them protect trade in the Gulf of St. Lawrence once they are finished repairing. And let's think about who I want to fabricate claims on. Miskito is not allied to anybody right now. Yucatan is allied to Castile because they helped them gain their independence. Vassal of Tlapanic. Tlapanic actually has a lot of vassals. Kalima, Mixtec, Teotihuacan, and Kachkal. I would like to dominate that node more if I can. There are pirates in Mexico right now. Regardless, we are kind of short on admin points. There are Aztec separatists, only like 0.1% unrest though. Right, we currently have the 141 guy. Oh, cool. Campeche separatists. Now, where will they be going? Are they going to run right through my guys? Yep, they are. So things will be fine there. And I just realized something. I'm splitting off the transports here because I need them to go and pick up the troops from Puerto Rico. Actually, priority would be one of the armies from South America. I'm also going to go ahead and build a couple more transports. How close are we to embracing? We can't even embrace global trade if we couldn't embrace global trade even if we had a ton of gold. So, I think in order to facilitate that, I'm going to save up and buy some trade depots in various places. Boston can't get one right now. Okay, so I'm going to put one development into base tax, one into infrastructure, or one into production, and two into manpower. All right. Still hasn't embraced, like, it's still not even like halfway to global trade. I mean, I suppose I can split this navy into two. Also, let's go ahead and wait, I can upgrade ships. Let's go ahead and do that. Didn't realize we had ships that needed upgraded, aside from our transports that I never tend to upgrade because they suck in combat anyway. And their goal should be their sole goal should be to transport ships, or transport troops. So those guys are going to take forever to explore, but better forever than never. Or better to take a long time to explore than not explore at all. Okay, they are fully repaired already. Go home when slightly damaged. Shouldn't get damaged right now, though. Portugal's trying to build a spy network as well as Newfoundland. Let's go ahead and fabricate on something. Are there any gold provinces left in Mexico that I don't control? Tlapanic has one, as well as Matlazinca, who is currently at war with Otomi. Do we still have a claim on Otomi? We do. Allied with the Salisco. Salisco is... They do have a vassal of Tonala. Alright, I could see myself taking that land. When does our claim go away? I think I checked this recently, actually, but I can't remember. 11 years. Closer to 12 years, but... This army needs to go back here. And this one is actually going to go up to our newly conquered territory. And right, we took some significant losses because we decided to send about half of one of our armies over to Africa, which I think amounts to about a quarter of what we had total. Those guys will arrive, and I need to focus on them for a second while I move them up there. Native Rising in Hawaii, don't really care. Our army stationed there will take care of it. Alright, I think now might be the time to build a trade depot in Boston. Let's go ahead and lower inflation. We are actually starting to build up an innovativeness score. I should also be striving to upgrade my military advisor to a level 3. Even though we are pretty well ahead on military points, local traders demand aid. Of course they do. Granada, what do they produce? If it's fish, I'm saying no. It's sugar. Minus 0.5. It's only for 5 years, but I don't want to pay 100 ducats right now. Thunder Bay is fully colonized, and I guess now... I kind of want to go and block off the land from British expansion. And I think the best way to do that is to start moving across the southern border. fact, we're just going to move straight through. So what kind of tech do they have? They're still at 45. Tanala is at 45. Zilisko's at 44. Alright, well, that's an easy war, I think. Any of my cores finished yet? That's the one I'm most interested in seeing finish. That is, the island itself is in the Ivory Coast node, right? Yes, good. Now, I'm not sure, like, I think the rules for creating colonial nations is that your capital can't be in a colonial region. So, will we form colonial nations in Africa? Or if we go and colonize Australia, in Australia? Not sure. We'll see. Maybe. Right now, our tolerance of heretics is a 4. Trade protection against Florida. We are embargoing all of our rivals, right? Yes. Okay. And I might go more inland into South America as well. I'm kind of tempted to build a fort in Panama. I also think I need to upgrade the natural harbor in Boston. And Rising in Pine Bluff, okay. Alright, I think I'm ready to declare war on Otomi. Ziliska only has one ally, and that is Otomi, so we might as well declare them co-belligerent. Go for it. It says that they're black flagged. I don't know. Alright, we have an election. Go with another diplomatic candidate. He's a navigator, so he gets some extra ship durability on our fleets. I don't know what Ziliska thinks they're doing, but they're not going to unblack flag themselves by doing what they are. Oh, okay. Maybe they will go over there and do that. I didn't realize they owned Kodinama. And they're just sitting there. Just go and destroy their army. Alright, converted something. And split this army in half. And we're going to go get Tanala and Ziliska before we get Otomi. Alright, that finishes off another colony. I suppose I could go and colonize Suriname as well. And I guess I could experiment with a possible colonial nation in South America. It is technically a different continent, so I'm not sure how that would work, but I don't really want a colonial nation in South America, so we'll see. Cajamarca is requesting military access. Sure. Oh, okay. In other words, they're declaring war on... I don't even know where Cajamarca is anymore. Oh, they're the big one. Huh. Yeah, good luck. You won't win. Alright, where are you guys going? Probably going to be annoying and occupy my stuff. So let's be annoying and chase their armies around. Alright, will you try to run again? And I guess that exploration didn't take as long as I thought it would. Where are you running off to? I am going to go ahead and build pretty much trade depots anywhere there is a lot of trade. So that we can hopefully embrace global trade before the end of the game. Should be focusing on the Caribbean as well. Native uprising, okay. We're making almost 60 ducats a month right now. Gained a core of New Orleans. Hawaii is self-sustaining. We still have our transports over there. Oh, we were so close to being able to colonize parts of Australia. So, what about the Philippines? The Philippines actually do flow into Panama, though nothing in China flows into the Philippines, which I believe is different from the vanilla game. In that Canton, I think, in the vanilla version, flows into the Philippines. Still, are there any important centers of trade not controlled by anybody? No, everything in the Philippine node is controlled already. So maybe go for high development. Possible colonies. Taglock. Sure, let's colonize that. Ming would not be a bad ally. Have they taken any colonial ideas? They haven't. They've taken humanist, which is crazy. So in other words, they have a huge amount of unrest reduction, like us. And I'd like to win the siege, please. Of course, you guys are moving away before I get there. And I might as well try to siege something down while nothing's going on. How close are we to having Cape Verde Accord? Next month, end of next month, I think. Nope, 7th of June. Of course, we're getting up to 71% on that siege. Let's go occupy their other land before we move away. And at the end of this month, I'm going to check on whether we can send that merchant. And we can't. Is that because I have to have trade? Current range, 698 max range. Okay, so apparently the answer is yes. We don't have access to that trade node yet, which is dumb. But we'll take some land from them in the next war, hopefully. What is British Mexico doing right now? Oh, okay. Cool. So, they're trying to piggyback on my war. And I don't want them doing that. So we're going to force march everybody into that land. Hope that we can win the other siege. And we're not even going to beat British Mexico into one of the provinces. I will stop the force march on all of them, though. And these guys are going to occupy my stuff. Mextec has diplomatically insulted me. I don't care. Their time will come. But, we will have to finish this war in the next episode.